Hello everyone, welcome back to Film and Flash, and today we'll be reviewing the Polaroid SX-70. This camera was introduced in 1972 and was developed by Edwin Land. It was the first SLR, which stands for single lens reflex camera. You look through the viewfinder and see directly what the lens sees. This has a manual exposure adjustment and manual focus. It came with a glass lens as opposed to a plastic lens like many cameras of its time. To load film into this camera, you will press this and then load the film with the battery terminals facing down, and then close this, and then it will eject the blank cartridge, and you'll press this red button to take photos after focusing and adjusting the exposure of your image. It has a spot for a light bar up here, which a light bar can be bought on Amazon for around $18.75. And then here is a jack, which I believe is for maybe self-timers or using one of those things that you use to take a picture without touching the shutter. So I believe this is your rangefinder, or it could be for your viewfinder. Let's look real quick. I don't know, I'm not quite sure actually what that's for. Probably maybe for an automatic exposure. When I cover it up with my thumb, I can still see out of the viewfinder, which would lead me to believe that, yeah. So it has nothing to do with the viewfinder. It's probably maybe for your focus. No, that's probably not true either. Huh. Maybe it is for an automatic exposure. But, this camera, here's some information about the camera. Made in Polaroid Corporation in Cambridge, Massachusetts. Made in USA. Use Polaroid SX-70 film and use a flash bar, which is what will be plugged in right here. To close this camera, you'll pull back right here, then collapse it till it clicks. Fold that down till it clicks, and it's ready to go. It has a leather like skin on it, and with a brushed chrome body. It's an all-metal construction. It was made durably. My specific one was made in April 9 of 1974, and it is the Model 1. I figured this out by going on mint.com and looking up the production date using the serial number, which is located right here. See how it has this accordion style leather right here? Yeah, I'd be careful not to damage it or poke any holes in it because that can cause light leaks. You know, I'd be overall gentle with these cameras. They're about 50 years old, depending on which one you have. 45 to 50 years old. I brought this out today to clean it because I'm going to be buying film for it. Film for it's about $25 for black and white and color. I think there's only a $2 price difference. It's available on Amazon. It's usually out of stock a lot because there's high demand for this film, and Polaroid doesn't make as much of it as they do 600 and I type film. I'm going to be cleaning it using glass wipes to get the lens, and then I'm going to open it up and get that mirror on the inside. It's got dust on it. And then probably going to clean off the viewfinder a little bit. Some other miscellaneous stuff on the camera just to make it look good and be ready for film. I'll be buying film today. I should have it by the end of the week. And then a price point for this camera, I paid $35 for mine, and mine's mint condition. However, mine is untested, which is why I'm buying the film to test it. Plus, I want to shoot on it anyway, so hopefully it all goes to plan and it works good. These were prone to having motors burn out, prone to having stuck rollers, prone to light leaks, but that's only if it was dried out. So, overall, I think this one should be fine. So, a good price point to pay for this camera is around $150 for one in a decent condition. Well, you can get one in $50 bucks that probably works, but it doesn't look very good. $150 for one in like this condition, all the way up to $350. So around $150 to $350 is a good price point to pay for this camera. It's not a great deal. I'd rather be nicer if you get them for like I paid for it, $35, but that's because I got really lucky. So, $150 to $350 is a good price point to pay for this camera if it's in really good condition and working order. $50, you're taking a risk. It's probably not going to work. It'd be better if you had one that was well taken care of. I had this case laying around. I put it in. It's an old Samsonite VCR, a camcorder case. Just because I don't want this sitting out the rest of my collection, because how desirable it is. It's like the king of instant photography. It was the first one, arguably the best one. And it's just amazing. I mean, the Polaroid Goose is another contender, but I still think this is best as far as convenient. And like, it's not extremely heavy, but it's probably heavier than a lot of cameras today. It could fit in a purse or a bag, be taken with you essentially anywhere you want to go. It's durable, well built. It is really ahead of its time, and millions of these were sold because of how popular it was. It's a beautiful camera. Beautiful. I believe they stopped making it in 1983. So it started in 1972 and went to 1983. There's a common misconception that these are rare. Certain models are rare, however, the SX-70 itself is not. They were very popular at the time of their production. But that's about all there is to say about this camera. Let me see if I can give you guys some tips for taking good photos. Make sure the lens is clean, no dust is on it. That'll affect image quality. Make sure your images are in focus using this. And then make sure your image is properly exposed using the exposure. Compensate for lower by going higher up into the white. Compensate for lower light by going higher into the light. Compensate for lower light by going... Compensate for higher light by going into darker, and compensate for lower light by going into higher. Like that. And these little notches will help you get precise adjustments. And your film counter's on the back right here. You get 8 photos per film pack. And thank you guys for watching. Film and Flash out.